Evening folks, this is BestInSlot and we are back working on Panna Ghar, the Emerald House, or not the Emerald House as many people have told me. Anyways, in the last video we worked on the Nile monitor exhibit. If I'm totally honest with you folks, I wasn't that happy with it. It felt a little bit bare bones, a little bit basic by my usual standards, and I wasn't thrilled with how it ended up. So I've gone back and changed a few things. There's a rock up there, obviously I've added the donation boxes and this little wooden path. This is the same path we used back in Africa, but sunk so far into the ground it just makes like a little wooden barrier, because I want this to be a nice open space, generally speaking. So I think that worked out really, really well. Of course, the pool in the middle needs a little bit more love, but it's surrounded by trees now to emphasize that rainforestness. And the big change really is that in the corner over there, this is my rock fountain sort of thing. The idea being the water's... okay, we can't quite do it in Planet Zoo exactly, but the idea is the water's sort of tumbling down and running down various different rocks until it spills down into the bottom over here. Oh, I got another Nile monitor because the other one's old and won't have babies. So there is our brand new Nile monitor. Fazil. And Fazil is thirsty. Anyways, so, yeah, so just like a nice little rock formation. I think it adds a lot to the exhibit. It was lacking a little pizzazz. This, by the way, is the mascot for Panna Ghar. Really, he should have 8 eyes. Should we give him 8 eyes? Is that excessive? Oh, it already looks better. I regret nothing. This is the greatest thing I've ever done. I think we can all agree. Beautiful. It looks kind of like he's got loads of little legs. Anyways, today we're working on the terrariums. Now, this might be a double episode. I'm not really sure. There's a lot of work that's about to go into this. But the entire terrarium exhibit, we are doing all... what I hope is 7 animals. I'm hoping I haven't miscounted. We're going to have a quick little look in the Zoopedia to see what we're going to be adding. We're going to be adding boa constrictor, Brazilian wandering spider, giant forest scorpion, Goliath bird eater, Goliath frog, giant forest scorpion I should say, Lehmann's poison frog, we're up to 6 so far, Titan beetle, yellow anaconda, that is 8. So we have to fit 8 different terrarium animals down here underground. And the idea is we're going for like an ancient ruins, lost underground kind of vibe. You're going to be able to walk around, there's going to be lights and donation boxes and all that usual zoo stuff, but we're trying to theme it as well. And dug this little cave over here, covered it up much more. We're going to put trees down stuff. I really want it to feel a little bit hidden, a little bit sneaky in some ways, at least until you get around the corner. And at least until you follow my little spider here. So let's nip underground and have a look at what we've got so far. This is what we have so far. We're just going to put in all... let's just get the 8 buildings in first and go from there. So I'm thinking I'm just going to have 1 here to kick things off. Actually, the direction you put this in doesn't matter at all, does it? So that one's going to go there. And we're going to do the path as we go as well, just because the path is going to be... I can already feel it coming. It's going to be a little bit finicky, I think. And I would not be surprised, considering what I'm trying to do here. So, I don't blame you, path, but... wait, is this not... no wonder this is causing me problems. Anyways, come on, there we go. Come on, there we go. Right, there's number 1 done. Now, I want you to come forward and go through this little bit over here. Lovely stuff. And then we're going to head over there to the left. We're going to have to, I'm thinking, make a separate tunnel for the way back. And maybe 1 more terrarium exhibit here, and then that links on with there. We shall see. We're going to put 2 over here. There is a lack of what I really wanted was like a crumbling stone facade, and there really isn't anything that looks moderately like that, unfortunately. What we are going to use is sandstone, which is still, it's got like a rough brick kind of appearance. We're going to use the sandstone, and hopefully that will give us what we're looking for, but we shall see. Okay, that... oh, what? What? I don't want path. Why are you trying to put malformed... what are you doing? What's that all about? I don't understand that at all. What if I stop exiting group? Yeah, that's weird. I don't have an explanation for that. That's okay. It's okay. Is it me or are they different elevations? They are, aren't they? There we go. I just want them together because I wanted to build like a little thing. The idea is... you know, I don't know what the idea is, but the idea is going to be cool. Oh, I can't do anything with these. These are weird when it comes to construction, but that's alright. It's a little bit uneven, but it should be a little uneven, so we're okay with that. This is my excuse. Let's move on. The path comes around the corner. In the middle, we're gonna have stalagmites and stalagmites and stalactites. I've got a little idea about a pool of water as well, which is definitely not going to work, but I like the idea, which is really what matters. The idea is essentially to make a little pool of water and then use a yellow light underneath it, hopefully to make it look like a little sulfur pool or something like that. Maybe we'll have like a room that's got all these little pools of hot water, kind of like back with the Gemsbok. Maybe this one down here, and we'll fill it with these sulfur pool looking things. I don't know. We're gonna have fun with it. That's the idea. That's always the plan. Okay, so up to 3 so far. We're gonna get at least 4 in there, and then this is maybe gonna be a little bit bigger than I anticipated. That's what they all say. Right, facilities. We need an exhibit that'll do. Nope, stop being weird. Stop it. Thank you. Okay, we're up to 4. Alright, can I count? I can count to 4. Fantastic. My maths teachers would be so proud of me right now. I think we're gonna try to extend this a little bit more than I had planned, yeah. I just like the idea of this sulfur fuming room, so I kind of want to lean into that. Plus, I think the longer it goes on, the more it builds up this kind of... I really want like a real tight atmosphere, you know, really sort of claustrophobic in a lot of ways. I know it doesn't sound appealing, but it's an insect house essentially, so all we do is flatten foundation. Look at this, it's super easy. Once you've dug your tunnel down here using your past tunnel, it is super duper easy to build like this, and very, very cool. I think you'll agree. The lighting's a little bit weird. I think at night time it's going to look a baller. Everything looks baller to me though, so take that for what it's worth. Okay, we'll have another one sitting over here, I think. Or we won't. Right, okay, we're gonna have to. I like that idea though. I'll have one there. Yeah, sitting into the sitting into the ground and into the earth above a little bit. I like that. What are we up to now? 5? Can I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can still count. Good stuff. I want them sitting... Well, that's the path is going to go through there. Maybe we should also join the other path in, just so I kind of know what I'm doing. Should be a rarity, I know. Roll with me on this one, folks. So that is the very basics of this done. Took 20 minutes. There's a lot of work to do in this exhibit. There really is. The outside I'm going to do on my own. I may stick it in a time lapse at the start of the next video or whatever, but I like the entrance. The entrance works for me. It looks spooky. It's dark. I kind of wish I'd gone even deeper, to be honest. Actually, deeper would have been good as well, because the problem I have at the moment is I kept clipping plants from the other exhibit. I've kind of covered them with little mounds of earth right now, but alright then. It's not really the ideal solution. Again, if you get stuck on a roof, open up your NVIDIA Ansel and pop through. If you're not on NVIDIA, then I don't know what you do. Right, so let's just let's focus on these terrariums initially. Like I said, this could be a double episode just because there's a lot to do, basically. We're doing a huge area right now. Let's try to build a thing, okay? That's the first step. Build a thing. So we're going to use sandstone, like I said. And the idea is hopefully to put some vines on it and stuff like that. Can I just put a tunnel on it and be like totally lazy? No, probably not. That's fine. Let's put a brick wall on. Okay, if we double click you, and then we go on the right page, we might just be able to layer this. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Oh, do we want it inside or outside? Interesting. I think in, you know, just because it gets rid of that glass and it looks more... Actually, glass is still there. No, I don't think it is. No, the glass is not there. Yeah, that's better. I know we've got these little bits at the bottom and the side, but we can get rid of those. That's not a problem for me. Right. Sandstoning up. Let's put a roof on. Where's the frickin' roof? That's no. That's although. Yeah, I'll stick that there just so that it covers that front bit a little bit more as well. Sandstone wall floor. What does that even? What does that even mean? I have no idea what that even means. Where's the floor? What's a brick? Right, we've got a brick wall. Oh, it's brick and non-brick. No wonder I'm getting confused. I'm being exceptionally stupid. That's why. Is there no sandstone roof? There isn't, is there? For some reason. Huh. Interesting. Am I going crazy? Right, let me just make sure roof is a thing. Like, for the... It is for the other building blocks, right? No. Wait. These ones, for example, have a roof, don't they? Do they not? Have I been accepting shit? I've been stupid. Never mind. Okay, sandstone brick. We want to focus on the brick. It's going to give us the right texture. So what about this? I bring it. Ooh, I like that actually. A little bit cheeky there. Bam. Very cool. Right. We're going to use the floor as the roof. I'm a renegade. What can I say? I think that is the idea right there. Obviously, it's going to need detailing to get rid of the bits that we can see. We don't like bits. Bits are bad. But generally speaking, I think that's going to be the approximate build. What I think I want to do is build one on this, and then we're going to copy and paste it on all the others. And then we'll do... So we want to do like a very basic one here. Not necessarily to the end, but we want to start off very basic, and then put it on all the others, and then edit them all individually from there, make them all a little bit special. That sounds like a plan. So, brick wall, bam. Brick wall, bam. Brick wall. Bam. Okay, good stuff. Okay. How am I going to block that front bit? That's how. I'd like that to be lower, but... I mean, does it matter if it covers the top? Not really, because you're not going to see that anyway. It keeps this kind of cool little shape going on. It's like this... I kind of want it to feel a little bit like we're discovering a lost civilization, you know, in this very... You know, like Atlantis or whatever. You dig them up underground. Okay, Atlantis was on the ocean. That's not the point. Like we're finding like Mayan ruins or something beneath the earth. Like the film... The ruins, as it happens. That's what we're aiming for. Right. I can't... The construction in this game is a little bit finicky about what it lets you do sometimes. Like, I'd like for example, I have a wall here. I would like that wall to go down here, right? To kind of like stand in the corner. I can't do that. I literally can't do that. I don't really know why. I don't know why the game has decided to limit us like that. It's odd to me. If I split this from the group, I can rotate, but only like this. And that's an improvement, but it's still not enough, you know? I'd like more than that. But hey ho. On a very basic level, that might be enough, right? To cover all the others, and then we go from there. Then we add the details. It's just we don't want the details to look the same on all of them. We want them to feel special. So let's see if we can actually do that in the first place. So we're going to grab the... Oh! Oh no. Okay, what we need to do is grab this. I'm just going to play. I want to set this to nighttime. I want to see what it feels like. Oh, yeah. That's awesome. That's very cool. That is very, very cool. We're only allowed to come down here at night. And these ones are brighter, which is... It wasn't really my plan, but it kind of works. And this one over here should be basically the brightest one. And we'll put more lights here and then less lights. Maybe a little warning chasm, then you get in here and bam, there's a pit and darkness and water and sulfur and... Yes! Big fan of that. In case you can't tell from my exuberant reaction. Looks so much better at nighttime. Everything looks better at nighttime. I definitely look better at nighttime. Right, let's rotate this bad boy. Or bad girl, I don't know. I haven't gendered my sandstone blocks quite yet. If anyone would like to gender my sandstone blocks, feel free. That's not a pickup line, by the way. I'm just going to dig this down pretty much as far as we can possibly go. I want you to not be able to see to the bottom of this thing. The game really does let you go far down. Oh my god. I will say that in the game's defense of anything else, it really lets you go deep. It really, really does. It's crazy. And look at this. You can't see a bloody thing. This is in daytime, and you can't see a bloody thing down there. Oh, maybe we should put something down there. Got a plan. Totally got a plan. Love it. It's amazing. If it works, which it totally is not going to. I like it. I like the idea. I'm not going to tell you what the plan is. We're just going to try to do the plan. There's my pit. We're going to mess the pit up a little bit. I wish the pit was bigger. The pit being small suits my idea, though. Okay, let me just see if I can put a light down there, first of all. Is there any chance there's power down there? Nah, who cares? I just... You know when you're doing something, you just get this little... Boop! A little flash of weird inspiration. That's kind of what's going on here. I just want to put a light down there. How deep is that? Right, why... Oh my god. Why aren't you lighting up the area? You're just light. I want something that's going to light up the floor. Okay, my plan is not going to work if you guys are being stupid. Okay, I'm going to try to bring up the ground. Maybe it's because it's daytime. Right? Maybe? Is that a thing? We're going to find out. Put the ball in. Yeah, yes, right. Okay, that's fine. We can work with it at night time. We're going to build at night for now. First of all, pit looks awesome. Okay, what we want to do is just flatten that bottom bit. What's this button do? I had no idea this was a thing. Interesting. We just want to flatten this bit down here first of all. And then let's get some lights in. I'm just going to put in some like construction lights. These are temporary lights so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Oh my god, not that one. I can't. Oh god. Ironically, I put too big a light in. I can't see. Yeah, you can see from here though. It's crazy. Bum, bum, bum. Oh yeah, look. Ah, that looks cool at night as well. The basking light. I oomphed it. I massively oomphed it. Anyways, let's go back to the pit. Back down to the pit. Turn that on, turn that off. There we go. That's what we needed. What's this here? Who cares? Bam, 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 bam. Okay. That's... I mean, I don't need the light permanently, but that's a little bit too much. I can't see what's going on. Can someone just light the bloody floor up for me, please? Thank you. Is that the floor there? Oh, for God's sake. I love how far down we can go in here. It doesn't matter, we can just go for it. It's awesome. That was never going to work because of this bit here, but that's fine. We can fix that. It's not a worry. There we go. Bam. Ah, beautiful. Why does that look so weird? Let's make it nighttime. I want to make sure that's not going to... Why is water so bright? That's crazy. I don't like that at all. I mean, I guess it means you can see it as you walk past, but it's a bit much, isn't it? Jesus, it's a little bit much. I don't really know why it looks like that either. I actually have no idea why it looks like that. It's fun. That's part of the adventure, right? So this is not going to be this anymore. There's going to be something else. There's going to be that. This is going to be a cave. Okay, we're going to try this again. We're going to try here. We're just going to do a little bit of water right here. Okay, I think we just have to accept the water's going to be hella bright for some reason. I don't really know why. I have no idea why. But what we can do, right, so I've got it there. What we can do, though, is grab this bad boy, flatten the foundation. I'm just going to go down there. Go right down there. Doesn't matter how far we go, as long as it's far enough that you can't see the end, you know, so it looks like the cave, you know, the cave is doing its own thing, you know. It's not here for us, it just happens to be here. Does that make sense? Is that English? Let's pretend that's English. Why is this so bright, man? Let's go back. Sometimes I have to pause to do this, and sometimes I don't. It's very strange. Right, sometimes today you're totally chill, and then only at dusk and dawn are you chill, and then daytime you're super bright, and then nighttime you're weirdly glowy for some reason. That's odd. Do I hate it is the question. I don't think I hate it. I think it's okay. I want to try and make it look like sulfur. Not necessarily this one, but I just want to see if it's going to work in the first place. If not, we're just going to do more pools. So we're going to grab... We need quite a light. Not that light. That's too light. Although I like having the idea of, like, you know, some of the caves having those, like, hiding behind, like, hide it behind the wall over there somewhere. It's not really hidden. That's pretty cool. I like that. We'll have to hide the light in the wall, but yeah, we'll do that as well. We need like a little baby light. Okay. Is there any chance this is going to look like sulfur? There's not, is there? Not really. No, because it's not really... It's not really colouring the water, per se, unfortunately. It just looks weird. More than anything else, it just looks a little bit odd. However, I will say, if we light these areas, then the water glowing like that looks less odd. So anywhere that we put water, we should also put lighting. And we're going to have to decide on what type of... I think just like this, right? Because you would light these caves up for the guests. So the guests need to be able to see or they'll die. So it's okay to have lights and stuff in here. And we're going to stick another one down there. I'm just trying to justify the water looking like it does, essentially. Right, let's do more. Let's start from the start and work our way forward. A little bit of a pool in this middle bit might look good. A little bit. I'm just going to keep this quite small. Not that small, that's never going to work. Not in a month of Sundays. Come on. Let me select the bloody number. This is such a stupid system, I swear to God. Okay, I can't see a bloody thing. Can we get some light in here? Ball will save the day. Multiple balls will save the day. Always trust ball. You know what? I'm gonna revert that back. What we're going to do instead, I'm going to shift this to daytime again. It's actually just, ooh. Don't know why I liked that. We're just going to see what we can put water in. Right, we've got this cave with all these weird shapes, right? Let's just shove water in it, basically. Like there, bam. There, bam. There, bam. Yeah, baby, yes. Now we have to be careful when we get down here, because the caves, the water does have to be lit up, and we don't really want many lights in this zone down here, so we're going to keep the water back to these kind of parts, I think. Let's shift back to night time. I guess the water's not that bright, but it is too bright. I'm just going to shove all these lights in and I'm going to see how it feels. If it's too much, and we'll change something. That's fine. We can live with that. But I don't care about like hiding the lights or anything like that, just because you wouldn't in a place like this. I don't think you would. Like if you were running this establishment. What do we think? I think it looks pretty cool. And then this gets darker and darker. We're gonna put the path lights in as well. I like how this looks. It's working for me, I think. But we do need path lights. Otherwise people will die. And I will get sued. So what do we want to use? Something cavey. It's probably just going to be these, if we're honest. They look pretty good, actually. What about these ones, though? Oh, I like those. Now, oh, I know what I want. Actually, I might just use these. I might actually just use those. I mean, that's more dramatic. Is it bright enough, though? Can we put one on there? I want ones that feel like, you know, like worker lights, you know, like people, miners have been down here working away. I want like lanterns and stuff like that. And there are some, but they're all these Indian ones, which doesn't really fit the aesthetic as well. So these are probably the best ones, because these do look somewhat similar to lamps I've seen in the scenario I'm describing. And we do want it to be dark, we just don't want it to be dark enough to kill people, you know? And there's going to be barriers as well. I am going to put a path in. Even the dark and spooky bit, later on, without the lights, will have a barrier to hopefully stop people dying. That's the hope. And if I'm going to... Okay, that's a disaster. What's going on there? I don't care if some of them are ragged, because it kind of, again, works with the feel that I'm going for. But not the ones on the actual... Oopsie daisy exhibit, I think. I just need more decoration items. I want to leave, like, you know, shovels and pickaxes lying around and stuff like that, you know? To sell the feel a bit more. It's too dark in this corner for my liking. Let's put a light there. Maybe that'll do. Don't want to put it in the group. You're going to make me, but I don't want to. It's a shame that I have to light this at all, quite frankly. But I do think I'd get sued otherwise. Okay, and like I said, this bit, we're going to keep... We're going to have to light it up a little bit, but I'm just going to try to keep it... I don't know how we're going to do it, really. But if I drop that into the ground... Well, that looks weird. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Maybe we just darken the light, right? Yeah, that's the stuff right there, baby. I want that more like emergency lights, somewhat. Let's try and find like the perfect color for this. Maybe a little bit more red as well. Is that too much evil? Maybe a little bit less red. Maybe like that much red. I want like a hint that there's something terrible going on. You know. Don't know why. Just roll with me on this, please. It works so well. I'm so apprehensive. It's like with the building and doing the rainforest and everything first. You get these ideas, or the Gemsbok exhibit in particular. You get these ideas, and you just worry that it's not actually doable within the realms of what the game will allow you to do, kind of thing. But game, stop it! Stop it right now. Thank you. I just want to put it in the pit. That's all I'm trying to do. I'd like to put another one in the pit, if that's okay with you. Okay. Doesn't need to be anything more than that. The pit is glowing and looking spooky. It looks like a pit to hell, which is cool, and I'm into it. Awesome. Right. What we need is like some dripping water, you know? Let's have a look at our special effects. What can we do? Water. Show me water. Right, what do these look like? I think we have to hit play, don't we? I mean, that could be interesting. I don't really see why I'd do that. I don't mind this idea. Like, there's... For some reason, there's a little bit of bubbling in the water, you know? Kind of suggesting that there's something in there. Why are you weirdly angled? Just be cool like me. I'll find you. There we go, right. Or there's like... I don't know, like a little bit of a... I don't know, there's something there. Some fish swimming around, some like... deep sea, deep cave fish knocking about doing the thing. I just like the noise as well. I really like that noise. No. Now, waterfall midsection is actually going to be really useful here. I want the small one. But we're going to put this on some of the walls. Especially the ones above the water. Just the idea that, although we can't really see where it goes, it just kind of catches the light. There's water everywhere, just sort of tumbling in various places into various crevices, you know. It's a shame the water has its own light source. I really wish that wasn't the case. And then over here there's no water. Over here is only pain. Although, maybe there's just a little bit... Again, it's... Why are you blue? I don't want you to be blue. I didn't make you blue. Stop being blue. Let me colour you myself. We should be able to colour the water. That would be cool. Can't move. I'm stuck. Am I good? The game's going to throw me miles away. I can feel it coming. The game's stressing about the camera right now. It's thinking, no, I don't like what he's doing. Something's got to give. Any second now. I really like this. Facilities. Facilities. Not sandstone. Why are they... Silly Billy. We need benches and stuff. Do we need benches? We don't need benches. Benches are stupid. Benches are for... Oddly, this is like the first time I've ever felt that this auto-jumping to educational, to this mode, where it shows you what's going on, is actually helpful. Usually, I'm like, yeah, can we just stop swapping when I'm not asking for it? But now, I can see the use. It's handy when you're building a cave. No other time, but it's handy when you're building a cave. Okay, you're lit up. I dislike that. So let's drop you into the earth. Good boy. You're also a little bit far to the right. Let's bring you in. Something is not centered here. Because that is not centered to that. I think it's the sign. I can't tell. Something's not centered. I think it actually might. Maybe that wasn't in the right spot. About there. And the sign might be a little bit too far to the right. Teeny tiny bit. Is that better? It's going to bug me if I don't fix it. That looks better to me. There we go. That's right. So, let's get a couple more frogs. I don't know, like extending it out. Just having that there and then having it kind of go into the wall so it feels like it's part of a bigger block, kind of like a bigger building, you know, instead of just this weird little thing. That's already an improvement, I think. It's a bit bright, but that's okay. Just move that into there. The angle is wrong, but I'm okay with the angles being wrong. Because again, it's a ruin. Even, yeah, it's a good start. Right. Let's get to work, son. Let's get to work. Maybe even, right? You could have like a tunnel. Tunnels, I like tunnels. No, okay. We're not gonna do it for this one. How do I redo? I don't think I can redo. But one of them, there's a gap, and through there you find a little tunnel. You know, Tunnels are cool. I don't really know how... I haven't really thought this through, if I'm totally honest with you guys. That's okay. I don't really think anything through. Things just kind of happen eventually. That's what I'm rolling with. So you get this angle spot on. I want to lay this at the bottom. If I can to match that, it would be coolio. That is indeed... That was coolio, and then it decided to be stupid. Look, I put your friend there. Why aren't you going there as well? Just go where I put your friend. How hard is that? Thank you. God. I have no idea how this works sometimes. There we go. Did what I wanted. What would you have? You're in an underground ruin, right? What would you have? That's the question we're trying to answer today. You'd have symbols and vines and little spiders wandering around and mummies and stuff, right? Old satanic thing. I don't know why it's satanic, but we're just rolling with it. I'm going to put that up there. I've decided. I like it. You really just have to stop editing group and it fixes all your problems. Groups are stupid. Groups are very helpful, actually, but I don't know, let's just stick stuff in. Stick it in and hope for the best. Always good tactic. Okay, and like through there, right. We're gonna grab our terrain tool, we're gonna grab our push, we're gonna go in there, just in where this little arch is. Nowhere else though, nowhere else. Nowhere else gets this special arch treatment. I'm gonna grab the arch and we're gonna push it further in. Because it leads somewhere, or it used to, and then it caved in, you know? Stuff happened. There's a history here of arches. Okay, let's get some... sand. Let me just see... Ampersand, that's what I need. Ampersand. Storefronts. Stuff. This stuff. I just want stuff. I want brick. I want bricks though. I don't want brick. I want brick. Does that make sense? I don't want bricks. I want brick? I know what I mean, okay? I think what we have to do going forward, and which I haven't really done here, is kind of... This is like a wall, right? This is like a barricade, I think, right? And then maybe there's some dude who lives on top of the wall or like by the barricade. I think what we're doing when we're building the ruins is have to have a story in mind initially about what those ruins are, right? What those ruins specifically are meant to mean and represent. Like, who lived here? What were they doing? And then we can start to... Like, so let's get rid of this stuff lying around, because the pot is fine. This doesn't make sense. I know that seems weird to some people, but it has to be logical. The runes have to make some form of sense, otherwise I'm not going to be happy about it. I can see you floating there, T-Tray. Crate. This is a barrack. This is a wall. This was the wall at the outside of their establishment. And there's a little tunnel here, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, maybe this is like a little guardhouse, you know, and they stored some oranges there, and they used to sit here on the edge in this little arch, and they used to guard the barrier a little bit. Right, if this is a barrier, then it needs like a little wall at the top of it as well. I'm going to step back slightly. This is what we needed to be doing from the start. Maybe even sandstone instead of sandstone wall, just to mix up. No, brick. Where's my brick? Where's my lovely brick? There it is. Right, so I've got a plan for this. I'm going to put that in about there, and then we'll sink it right in, just so it looks a little bit more protective, essentially. Exit group and start shoving things together. I'm not sure the angle's right, but that's okay. It wouldn't be perfect. It's a ruin. It's gone through hell. The angle is way off though. That's going to end up sticking out now. But that's okay. Oh, there we go. It's coming together a little bit. I'll move the arch back slightly as well. There we go. It's a barrier. It's a wall. It's a keep. And then this is a little guard tower. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to build ruins, and we're going to tell a story with them, hopefully. And this is 1 out of 8. So we did spend most of the time in the cave. Admittedly, the cave took bloody ages. But next episode, we will do all 6 other... We're just going to focus on the exhibits. We're going to do the other 6 exhibits. I will have the rest of the cave done, basically. So we're going to be focusing entirely on the exhibit design going forward. I'm going to do some rocks. I'm going to do a little bit of plant life, but very subdued amounts of plant life, just springing up near the water sources in particular. We're going to do rocks. We're going to do that. And I'm going to do the barrier around the whole thing, because you don't want to watch that. I know, like, we can do thingamajiggies, you know, time lapses for the whole thing, but from my perspective, there's no point in time lapsing me putting a barrier around this whole thing. There's no design work there, there's no skill there, it's just time more than anything else. I don't really see the point in putting you guys through that, so we're not going to. I will stick to cutting out what I think is unimportant and time lapsing what I think is important, and then talking occasionally to keep myself preoccupied, essentially. Okay, right. Okay, yeah. So we'll be back next episode. I will eventually light Africa as well. But yeah, next episode we will be back and we will focus on the other remaining 7 exhibits now that the cave itself is a bit done. I also need to go through with a terrain brush and make it all into rock and dirt. It has to be rock and dirt, maybe a little bit of sand, but that's about it. And this also needs to be rock out here as well. There's obviously work to do. We also need a donation box as well. We need to theme one of those. Probably just black those to make it blend in as much as possible. Okay, we're going to end it there. That took bloody ages. Thank you for joining me. Cheers much as always. Bye-bye. Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to help support me a little bit more, you can do so at patreon.com/bestinslot. There's a link in the description down below. Every little really does help in times like these, but it's not at all expected, and by just watching the video you've already helped me out massively, and it makes you a pretty cool person, so well done you. Thanks for joining me either way, I'll see you next time.